The National Assembly will kick off its 100-day regular session this afternoon. It's the first since the second half of the 20th National Assembly took shape, and rival parties have a lot to work on. For more on this, let's connect to our political correspondent Kim Min-ji at the National Assembly. So Min-ji, what's on the to-do list?
Ji-yoon, as you mentioned, for the next 3 months or so, the National Assembly will be in full operation. A plenary session will be held this afternoon to mark the start of the regular session, and from Tuesday for the next 3 days, the chairs of the country's 3 negotiating parties will be giving policy speeches. Now, the following week, the Assembly will hold a 4-day interpellation session for government ministers on a range of topics from foreign affairs and security to the economy and social issues. Also, during this 100-day session, rival parties will hold an audit of government ministries and their affiliated agencies, as well as deliberate on the government's 2019 budget. Confirmation hearings will also be held for President Moon Jae-in's new minister nominees.
Now, we understand it's not going to be smooth sailing with rival parties at loggerheads over some issues.
Yes, that seems to be the case. Most of the August session was spent bickering over the government's income-led growth policies, with the opposition parties claiming it's actually burdening low-income households and slowing job growth, and they've called for an all-out revision of the policies. However, the ruling party is expected to push ahead with other related policies and seek the passage of bills that support the government's policy agendas and reform drive, and that includes deregulatory bills and ones related to people's livelihoods that failed to pass in August. Now, these are some of the issues that will likely be fiercely debated during the interpellation session as well as the audit period. Parties are expected to get down to talks as early as today in a bid to narrow their differences, but they are still quite far apart, so we'll have to see how it goes. Now, it's important to keep in mind that the ruling party is short of an absolute majority with 129 seats in the 299-seat assembly, meaning they will have to get at least some of the opposition on the same page if they want to get things done. This has been Kim Min-ji from the National Assembly.